Hello and welcome to Governance 57 on Opera Team TV. I am Miriam. Okay, this program is designed to, examine what goes on in our local government and, of course, the grassroots initiatives very close to you. I know some people ask this question: what are the local government chairmen doing? How are they ensuring that we enjoy the very benefits, basic, benefits that every citizen should be enjoying? Can we even access them as at when due? Do they even come close to our environment to check if what they are doing is actually, befitting the position that they are, maintaining as maybe the chairman, as maybe the council of your ward? Because, like me myself, I don't even know the council of my word because I've been trying to see him, but he's been, he's been very busy. This one will say no, he's not available, he has gone to the Lagos State House, he has done this, he has done that, but we cannot access him. That's why we have this well packaged program that talks about things that goes on in governance, and of course politically current affairs we will deliver to you. On the program today, I have a very reputable woman, an indefatigable personality, and she's so beautiful in and out. I love to call her a mother. Good afternoon, Ma.
Good afternoon, Miriam. How
You
are
look
you?
so good.
Thank you so
You
much.
look so beautiful. I
Thank
can
you.
go on
I'm
and
happy with
on
that.
and on and on with the accolades.
Thank
Because
you.
maybe you should just give me this, you're beautiful, that you're wearing. The cap is saying Koju Soko Ken Sale, kind of. And we always talk about women in politics and maybe let's say women in government and their representation. Have they been doing well to represent us? And before you answer my question, people would love to know who is my guest, because she's looking all dashy and she's going to steal the show from Miriam this afternoon. Ma, your name?
Thank you so much, Miriam.
Thank you very much, Ma.
I remember my ombudsman, Chief Mrs. Odebode Sherifat Adebukola. I am the Director of Program for Developing Women to Survive Empowerment Initiative, and also the Lagos State Secretary for Evolving Women in Progress.
I love that,
Development.
evolving women.
Yeah.
Ma, you look beautiful.
Thank
Even
you
with
so
the way
much.
you mentioned and did that very short introduction, I have seen the responsive and responsible woman in you. So on the program today, Ma, we want to talk about female representation in government. To start with, you just mentioned that you are the programs director of Developing Women to Survive Empowerment Initiative. How are we, or are we really representing women in government? And if that is the case, are we doing well to empower more women to have their to maintain their ground when it comes to financial stability and of course having a space in government?
Thank you once again, Miriam.
Most
Yeah.
welcome, ma'am.
Your question is if we are doing very well in our representation as women in the society.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we are to some extent, but then we are having some obstacles and challenges.
Yeah.
But in our own little way, gone are those days when they say women place is in the kitchen or the other room.
Yes, the other
The
room.
women
Room
are no longer
306.
all the women in the other room are all outside
Yes.
now. Yeah, we are not outside to compete with our counterparts, male in the society, but we are there to represent, to let them know that our strength does not lie alone in the kitchen or the other room. We want to do what our male counterparts are doing. We want to do what they are doing and do it better
Even more and better.
than how they are doing it. But then that the
Stigmatization, yes.
is there, that women are of weaker
Vessel.
vessel. But in spite of that stigmatization, it doesn't hold some of us back. we are still proving our mettle in the society if the government will allow us more. Like let me take a case study of our NGO,
Okay.
the non-governmental organization
Organization.
of my. I happen to be key people into. That's the Developing Women to Survive Empowerment Initiation.
Okay.
That's initiative rather, DWSAI, which I happen to be the programs director. We are doing tremendously well in this platform, and I believe if there are more of this type of initiatives around us in the society, the world will be a better place. Because inside in our forum, as small as we are a group of women, over 400 in number. We cut across all ages, tribes, races. We don't discriminate. We give every woman a chance to talk. We have people that are older than us, people we are older than, people that are your age grade. You know, we mingle together, we bring idea. Those of them that are not even opportune to go far in life, we provide a shoulder to lean on. We have various women going through one abuse or the other, going through one challenge or the other. You know, we don't prefer solution because we are not God.
Yeah.
But at least we
To an extent.
to an extent, we teach them what they do. We organize every month. We make sure we organize meaningful topic, and we bring in facilitator that will dissect that topic that will be of relevance. Come and see. If you go online, you will see various testimonials about what we do in there. But our challenge and our challenges is money. Money,
the funding
after money,
aspect
the
of
funding
it.
aspect. Yeah, the funding aspect has been very low. As I speak with you, we don't have, none of the government parastatal is associating with us for now. We raise all funds and meet ourselves.
Oh, that brings me to the just concluded International Women's Day, and right on the program here at Opportunity TV, we spoke with one of the responsive women in the society, and she made mention of not getting funding from the male counterpart when it comes to projects and initiatives like this. So I love the fact that you mentioned it also. And looking at the things that we are experiencing in the society, and one of the major story ongoing now, that's the case of Natasha Akpoti, and she stopped getting allocation for her constituency, and all because she said, oh, this happened, that happened. And the Interparliamentary Union said, okay, we will get you justice. Where am I going? I'm going to the funding aspect of it. Is it that they counter your project as a woman, or they just see it as something that won't be productive in the end?
Thank you, Miriam. Countering our project is far from accepting us. They don't even give us that voice to be heard. You know, we've been able to approach some 1, 2, 3 government parastatals to tell them about what to do. All we continue to get is promise, promise, and promise. Although I'm believing God that that promise will come to fulfillment one of these days. But then we are still doing well. We are doing our bits in our own little corner.
So do you feel that women are representing us well in government?
Women are doing fantastically well in their representation in governance, but they still need more support.
Support from the men or from the government itself?
From any quarters.
Okay, we still need support. It's not like we're not doing anything.
Yeah.
So I want us to look at the main barriers preventing women from participating in government. On Monday, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Dr. Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu, made mention of creating seats for women at the helms of affairs. What do you think about this?
When I heard about that news, it was really something of joy to me. But I'm just praying the men will give us that chance. The
Stigmatization.
stigmatization in them will not make them rubbish that idea. But I'm trusting our first lady that she's going to see to the end of it.
Oh, she
By
alone will
God's
sit to the.
support.
Aren't
She
you?
will sit.
Aren't you going to contribute your own quota to ensuring we have
We
something?
will. Like I have another NGO that's involving women in progress and community development. I am the Lagos State Secretary for that association as well. You know, we are involving the women. Like what our first lady said on Monday. Those women we are involving, we are coming out strong. We are coming out, yes, en masse to support the first lady when that time comes.
You're
That's
coming
all
out
we-
en masse to
Yeah.
support the first lady.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go for a short break. When we return, we'll continue with this insightful conversation. Please stay tuned and also do well to contribute to this on our social media platforms at Opportune TV. Stay tuned.
Blue Lagoon Hotels, a home away from home with world-class hospitality, comfortable and affordable rooms, conference and meeting rooms for all occasions, open space and co-working area, 24-hour restaurant and bar, providing both local, international and continental cuisines, live music and entertainment on regular basis, constant power supply and watertight security in and around our premises. Blue Lagoon Hotels, situated at number 16 Tunji Adewoye Street off Afurubin Road, Ijegun, Lagos State. And for the inquiries, call 080-5668-7855 or 080-6527-3657. You can also visit us at www.bluelagoonhotels.ng. Blue Lagoon Hotels. Hospitality is our business.
I can do it.
Welcome back. You're watching Governance 57 with Miriam, okay, on Opportune TV. And I have the most beautiful woman, woman in the world. That's Chief Mrs. Sharifat Odebode, this afternoon. And she's been talking about female representation in government. And she also, she talked about empowerment, and that brings me to gender specific challenges with leadership role. I made mention of a particular story, but behind the camera she said, should I even talk about Natasha Akpoti? But then it's no longer something that we will say, we are waiting for the verdict from the court, but then we still can talk about it, since some people are seeing it as a pointer of the gender specific challenges. So ma'am, do you think that we are getting the strength needed as a woman in the society, or we are getting the love? And looking at the case of domestic violence that you mentioned behind the camera, how do you think that we can end all of this that are being faced by women?
Thank you, Miriam. Cases of domestic violence, I think it has been from time immemorial. They said, so shall it be, but it will stop. At
But it
one
will stop.
point. Yeah.
But sometimes
It will.
we need to fight it so that we will no longer experience
Exactly
it.
what-
Now Natasha is talking about sexual harassment. And you just made mention of something more like domestic violence. So how do we, tackle all of these challenges that we are being faced with as women in the society?
The case of Natasha, I would have loved to speak on it, but I would not want to go extensively on it because the case is in court already and I don't want to
Okay.
dwell so much on that. But about domestic violence, this act is what we see, what we hear, and what we know that happens every day. Within a lot of women cry to us, privately on our platform there. I can tell you the number of cases we have to intervene about domestic violence. There has been a case of a woman. If you recently we treated the case of one woman. She joined us recently, and where we listened to her story, it's a story that if you have blood running in your vein, there is no how you will not shed this. So
that's how pathetic the story
yes, how pathetic the story is. But now I can boldly tell you, we knew her in December. She shared her story. I can tell you her life is taking a new turn already.
That's beautiful.
She is becoming who she was destined to be before domestic violence digressed. And this is a woman, to tell you, was doing fantastically well when she just got married. But unfortunately, the table turn. I don't want to go deep into the story because our stories remain on our platform. But in cases like this, in situations like this, we just have to voice out so that we can get that necessary support we need from the government, especially as an NGO. What I'm trying to tell you is that women like that, if they don't have a haven to run to, if they don't have other women supporting them, we have a slogan in our platform that when women support women, incredible things happen. I can imagine if an NGO like hers is not in place to give a shoulder to that kind of I don't know what
how would she have survived.
Yes, I've survived. A lot of them like that. There is one we treated like that. Mariam, you need to see where a man abandoned this lady, a vibrant, beautiful lady that speaks very well, but all in the name of marriage. For crying out loud, I don't understand how long it will take people to understand that marriage is not a do or die affair. And it is better you live to live. We are almost clamoring to our ladies that.
But then this is what people say, ma'am. When you talk about leave before you leave the face of the hearse, and people will say it's because you are speaking as a feminist, you are encouraging a broken home or separation, or you are even giving that woman the backing to be promiscuous, getting married to this and that.
Well, I want to believe that's their understanding. The understanding of live to live.
That's L-E-A-V-E.
L-I-V-E. Yeah. To live, L-I-V-E is different. And the mistake some people do is they jam separating from an abusive environment from divorce. We don't encourage divorce. We don't tell people to leave their spouse. But when the situation is toxic, instead of you to die in that situation, because if one of the parties died at the end of the day, the other party will go ahead and leave.
Move on with his life.
So at times in situation, not only in marital life, even when you have a relationship, be it a friend, a sister, your siblings, anyway, once you notice the situation is becoming toxic, you excuse each other. At that point in time, at that period, when you excuse each other, within that period, both of you must have gained your sanity. The other one person would have thought, oh, why do I need to do this? Oh, why am I doing this? Then if there is need for you to come back, oh, so be it. There are plenty of people in the world you can do life with than for you to remain in a toxic environment. So that's what we preach. And you cannot do that if you don't love yourself. You have to love yourself first. But what I notice people do, or what I know people do, is they love others at the expense of themselves. Which is quite dangerous and bad for their sanity. Love yourself. In fact, my own is love yourself the first time, the second time, the third time, then the fourth time. Love whoever, including your children, your spouse, your parents, your anything. When you love yourself, you do things rightly. So it's not being selfish or being out of place to say, okay, love yourself, or I'm loving myself before loving others. If I don't love myself deeply, I cannot. Let us deceive ourselves. If you don't love yourself, in reality, you find it difficult to love others. So that's why it's important, when you love yourself the first time, the second time, the third time, then the fourth time, love others. Whoever that wants to be loved,
or opens their hands for you to
embrace them.
Okay, away from that, let's come back to the female representation in government. We have heard of stories of local government women. Let me use that word because some people say if God is for everybody, that means God is also a woman. Now let's talk about how some people actually got into power. I've heard of a local government chairman, a woman now, who said she was appointed because she knows how to dance. That she was dancing and she got, appointed. And we've heard of some people said, okay, a leader, a ward leader in my own constituency picks me because I'm very close to him. And some people even say it's because they are dating big wigs in the society. And the case of Natasha Akpoti, now let me go back to that. Some people said she and Akpabio used to have a kind of close relationship, and because the position of the committee chairman of natural resources was taken from her, then she's speaking up on the sexual harassment. Now let's put it all together. Do you think that some women that we have at the helms of affairs now deserve it? Do you think they got that because they are women, they got it through the back doors, or they outrightly deserve it?
Miriam, one thing in life is that I believe is there can never be a fire without smoke, or smoke without fire. About that case, whether Natasha is doing it because one thing is taken from her or she needed favor or whatever, if there has not been fire, there wouldn't be smoke. I want to believe there is an element of truth in whatever she has said, and I am not there.
And even Okwani Bamidele said she has never raised any such case at the 10th Senate before. So this first time, so it doesn't mean that she's lying.
So I'm leaving.
But now, looking at the female, occupying great positions at the ends of affairs.
If you are a female and you feel you cannot attain a certain position until you open your labs, then you've not started.
Then you have not started. Yes, that is what I love to hear.
You have not started because the whole world will. You open that sketch for the whole world for you to become that somebody, and at the end of the day, you might not even become that somebody. Yeah, it will be a wasteful gesture. The most important thing is know who you are, know what you are doing. If you know what you are doing, where you have been destined to get to, you get will. Somebody one way or the other, destiny will bring you up, bring you out. Continue to build on your talent. Continue to be who you are. Then somebody someday will fetch you out to become. So you don't have to. I don't think I have ever had to slip my way for any position in life, and I give God the glory today. I thank God. There's no way my mates will talk that I cannot talk. There is nothing they are doing that I cannot do.
Because you have earned it.
Grace, yes. And I work for it. So I'm just charging all women out there to just do not relent on their words. Let them continue what they know how to do best, that one day they will be.
Yes, one day you will attain that very high. Yes, ma'am. Going back to being the DOP.
Okay.
Yes, the Director of Programs of DWSEI.
Yes.
And you talked about empowerment. Do you just, support, the act of empowering women, or you spread it across all gender, all ages?
Well, for now, we are developing women. Not developing women and men.
Don't you think you are feminist like that? We are just particular about the women.
Because the men has been heard already, Miriam. So we want to be heard as well. And we know because of this stigmatization that I've been clamoring on, that I've been talking about, we want more women voices to be heard. We want to eradicate that thought that our position should be in the kitchen, that our position should be in the other room, that we must stay in the room. That's why we just have to continue to empower. We've empowered a lot, quite a number, although in our own little way, because we cannot do more than our wings can take. We cannot fly more than our wing can
go,
take us. Yes. So we've been able to empower a lot of women, and we are still empowering. Like around November, we have some group of women. It will amaze you. We had a caterer amidst us, so she volunteered. After being spoken with, she volunteered to train women for free. So we have our office around Palm Grove. So all the items needed, they were there for more than a month or a month thereafter. I can't recollect, either 4 weeks or 6 weeks. Miriam, it was amazing at the end of their graduation.
Wow.
Our anniversary was December 7. We held it December 7. So they graduated that day. That was when they were certificated. It will amaze you what you see these women making out. Yes, from the catering. You know, they were taught, they were into divers. One of them, as I speak with you now, in fact, she was giving a testimony. This is somebody that doesn't even know how to popcorn at all. So, but now it was amazing. She's taking contract already to popcorn for a school close to her there, and she's making her money from it. There are some that doesn't know how to make loaf of bread. In fact, I think I wasn't around. I would have been a part of that training. Who knows? Maybe I would have been a bit
after all the blessings that radiate.
I don't stop learning, Miriam. Any opportunity I have, I grab good use of it. I don't stop learning.
So one of your word of advice is that we shouldn't stop learning.
Oh no woman should stop learning for any sake, for anything.
How about women with a very active children, and they keep giving excuses of, I have a daughter, I have a son, I need to take them to school, I need to do
such people, Miriam, even if they don't have children that will disturb them, they will still not do anything.
How about the women that now talk about sitting down in their comfort zone, and cross their legs and be taken care of? Is that not advised also? I just want you to smile. I want to know your view about that also, because now women encourage, we encourage ourselves now. Let me not say women. Let me say, okay, let me just use the word women, but then we know the responsive and responsible women. But you have it on the social media space, and women encourage themselves that, okay, this is what you should do. Don't stress yourself with getting a master's or PhD. Just sit down and be taken care of. Do you think the future has something beautiful for them?
Miriam, as I speak with you, on our own platform, Developing Women to Survive Empowerment Initiative, we don't encourage any woman to sit and fold arms doing nothing. We have some grandmothers that are undergoing their PhD, as I speak with you.
Beautiful.
Yes. We have some that are running their masters. We have people abroad running their masters or PhD program, or doing one program or the other. As I speak with you, my convener is still a student, an international student working from home. I don't see I don't see the reason why women should fold their hands. Even if you are somewhere today, you should clamor to be a little higher tomorrow.
Like Nigerian will always say, she will say, I have certificates. Money certificates, money certificates. And ask me anyone, I will provide it. I don't stop learning. Okay, let's go for the short break. When we return, we will provide you with, she said, let me not use preferred solution, that God prefers solution. Okay, then she will be talking about how best women can make the society better, and also create or have a better space in governance.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون.
Assalamu alaikum, dear Mu'min and Mu'minat. The blessed month of Ramadan is here. a time of fasting, reflection, and divine blessings. This season, we bring Ramadan lineups filled with spiritual enlightenment, inspiring discussions, and moments of deep reflection. We invite you to be a part of this noble cause by sponsoring our impactful programs. Let your brand shine in this sacred season, connecting with millions of devoted viewers. Join us in spreading the message of faith, unity, and generosity. For sponsorship and advert placement, please call 0703 063 1673 or visit our office 34 Oloyede Orojo Street, Aino Ajayi Estate, Phase 1, Abule Egba, Lagos.
يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر ولتكملوا العدة ولتكبروا الله
Barakallahu Fiq, Ramadan Kareem.
ولعلكم تشكرون.
Blue Lagoon Hotels, a home away from home with world-class hospitality, comfortable and affordable rooms, conference and meeting rooms for all occasions, open space and co-working area, 24-hour restaurant and bar, providing both local, international and continental cuisines, live music and entertainment on regular basis, constant power supply and watertight security in and around our premises. Blue Lagoon Hotels, situated at number 16 Tunji Adewoye Street, off Afurubin Road, Ijegun, Lagos State. And for the inquiries, call 080-5668-7855 or 080-6527-3657. You can also visit us at www.bluelagoonhotels.ng. Blue Lagoon Hotels. Hospitality is our business.
God bless you. Exactly, that's what we are. African woman. Of course, we are blessed. I'm black, I'm big, I'm beautiful. That's who I am. African woman, African woman. I'm black, I'm big, I'm beautiful. That's who I am. African woman, African woman, African woman, African woman, African woman, African woman. My name is Mama of Africa. I am an African woman for ambassador. African woman, oh yes, that's who I am. Full of strength, energy from above. A backbone, a leader, a mother with a big heart. Oh yeah. Ebullient woman, oh that's who I am. Righteous woman, oh yes, that's who I am. African woman, African woman, oh African woman, Mom of Africa. I'm black, I'm big, I'm beautiful. That's who I am. African woman, African woman. I'm black, I'm big, I'm beautiful. That's who I am. African woman,
African woman. Yes, I'm indeed an African woman. You can see my
I'm a proud woman
yes, so
as
my
well.
weave is here, and this
I'm a
tells you
proud
that I'm
African woman
yes,
as
so
well.
proud, very proud, beautiful, and we keep representing the society beautifully, especially on the international scene. You will see women from Nigeria do great things. We have them, representing this country in a very, very lightened, lighter, brighter, intelligent mode, and they are doing well. They are sophisticated women, classy women, like the woman I have here with me, at the studio. That's Chief Mrs. Sherifat Odebode, and you can see what she's been saying since she's been talking about female representation in government. She's been talking about how we can, empower the women, because giving life to a woman means giving life to the
a
entire
nation.
society, and in fact a nation, at large. And it is something that if you don't like, people will say that Emma school, there is no need. At the end of the day, they are the kind of parents that suffers the more, and you will agree with me that it's no longer the men's world. Now it's the women's world. We are the one doing greater things, and that's why I want she said she doesn't want to prefer solution, but then she will better advise us on how to have a well-shaped society. Our women can do well to boost the society.
Miriam,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you very much. For female to be well represented in governance in this our nation of today, I think if we want to be true to ourselves, politics is something I cherish so much. But I was taken aback when I was growing up, when my father would always rant the slogan, politics is a dirty game.
Yes.
He said,
Up until today, we still
I
have that
don't
saying.
seem
Politics
to
is a dirty
understand
game. Politics,
him.
and that's why I told my colleagues, before the program, I said I remember when I was the wanted to fill in for a particular position in government.
I would have loved, because I'm somebody that loves contributing my quota
Okay.
to wherever I am and to the society at large. But for the dirtiness in it, it's
you
giving
pull
me,
back.
yes, I'm pulling back a little. Not that I'm scared, although it's worthy to be scared with the way politics is being practiced in
played,
this
yes, in
present
Nigeria.
nation now. But then I want to believe if any portfolio comes my way,
You will take it.
I will
Not so
take
much
it and
more.
I will do it judiciously. So, I think if we really want to be fair with ourselves, with one another in this country, the fact that a woman is signifying intention to run politics, and with the notion at the back of these women, some of them want to run. To run the post they are vying for, not because they have the mindset of the people at heart, but because of the selfish gain. Not all of them, mind you.
Not all the women.
But how do you segregate the stone from the rice? You don't know. So I want to believe if government should just look into most of these NGOs that are doing what they ought to do without being fun. We're doing this thing from our mind. And we're
But
doing
Ma,
it with
you talking
integrity.
about NGOs, looking at the NGOs, we have a negative, perception of the NGOs, and negative stories, not just perception of the NGOs. Now we have it, sometimes we had some stories made rounds that NGOs are actually, being established to launder money, to use, they use it to, steal money from the government, get grants that do not, they do not really warrant, or they do not really deserve. And at the end of the day, you'll be like, what are these NGOs even doing or contributing to the society? We only see we have a less number of NGOs, active, except for this, ones that you're mentioning now, giving testimonies. Even though when people give testimonies, it sounds like it's been plotted.
Yeah. You can only plot, you can only bribe people for some time. You cannot bribe them continuously.
Okay.
There will be a point in time when they will speak up, when they will speak out, when they notice, because a greedy person will always continue to be a greed. In what we are doing presently, I think there should be checks and balances.
Balancing.
Yeah. Like there should be a way that the government can look into most of this. I can understand there are various of them out there, but there should be a way the government, those in authority, can really look out for those that are with the good intention by what they do. That okay, if we are doing this much, we've done a lot for our women, for our gender, out of our own hard-earned money. I think there should be a portion of money. I don't know if there is.
That should be allocated.
Allocation, yes, for things like that. So, if there are allocation, who is seeing to who? Who is in charge of those allocation?
But then we have ministers of women affairs.
Yes, we do. Even the women, well, somebody would say, we've got to have a rebut of the whole political situation in our nation.
Are you saying they are not working? When you said we should have a rebirth of women,
because they have not worked on developing women to survive empowerment initiative, I would say they are not working yet until we see their hand.
I think I'm getting what you're saying. Like the minister of, you can't even access the minister of women affairs, and she's not been contributing.
We can. Okay, recently we held during the International Women's Day on that very Saturday, we held a program. This program, it's not for our purse. We're not even getting any fun from it. We are approached from government parastatals. You won't believe, up until that morning, my convener was still calling those people. I don't want to start mentioning names. The PA prevented those people from reaching. Yeah. So it was that morning, by luck, by chance, the person was able to pick her call by herself and was telling us she's been expecting our call. We've been trying to call, but why are they being...
I need to corroborate what you just said. Having made mention of something like this, I read a story sometime last week talking about the women's affair and all of those, things that has to do with empowerment. And the minister was saying in that story that I didn't even know that this thing has not been implemented. I didn't even know that. Okay, you made mention of something and it was approved, and you didn't do a follow-up on it. Is it that women and children do not really count in this country? Or we are not being given the opportunity to even, get what we need, as a citizen of Nigeria? Let me ask that question. Since you said that you're not even getting anything, by chance, by luck, was how you got to speak to that person who is meant to be representing us as women.
Miriam, women and children count so much in this society, but I want to tell you that there are some people in, being a PA to the government, to a governor or to a chairman of a local government, you have a portfolio already, you have your office already. You can do and undo in that office. If for instance, I would never do that. I'm the PA to the chairman of a local government, and you want to see my chairman. If you come in to see my organ, I don't like your face, I'll tell you my guy is busy.
So is your guy a woman or a man now? Let's know.
Be it a man or a woman.
No, but your own guy. Well, I'm driving at a point. Is a woman or a man?
The person we were supposed to see then.
No. I'm talking about you being a PA to a local government chairman, a woman.
Okay, let's assume. Okay,
Let's not assume. Oh yeah, you just raise your hand and say, "On my honor." She is a woman. Is she accessible? Is she really accessible?
Yes, now.
Can we talk to her? Can we reach her?
My convener, you can. Any moment. I don't hide her. And she's there. Yeah, she's very free. Yeah, if I call her now as she speaks, she's there.
I think
as long as
she should be celebrated for that. One
as
of the
long as it
women.
has something to do with the female gender.
So she's just
there.
Oh, now I get it. Is she just particular about the female folk?
We are particular about the
society.
female. We are particular first.
The female.
I told
first.
you we should love ourselves first.
Okay, the female first, then the children, then the men can. Okay, now I see why men wants to practice feminism. and they're talking about having the men's world to themselves alone. Well, it's been that. We won't have that. But hopefully it seems this is what is going to, come back, come to play later in the future, where we have the women speak for women, the men speak for men. And who's going to speak for the children? The women alone.
The women.
I mean, both are going to come together to
and
speak for
some
the
men with milk.
Oh, the transgender.
No, we don't pray to have that.
We don't pray to have that. Okay, but then we have a space for youth also.
We have some men that are full of milk of kindness.
Oh, now it's milk of kindness. Not your moitun.
No.
Okay, it's been an insightful program, and this is Governance 57 coming to you from the stable of Opportunity TV every Friday 2 to 3 p.m. This is how we are going to be doing it, and we'll be giving you every detailed stories about what goes on in governance. Trust me, I will be reading to you stories and also bringing expert analysts that will be talking about things that goes on in government, the local government specifically, and of course grassroots initiatives. Everything that's been conceptualized and of course implemented is what we will bring to you. Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned to Opportunity TV. We have more programs for you today, but this is how we'll be saying wrap up, because my producer is about saying, let me see your bag. Thank you very much, Chief Mrs. Sherifat Odebode, for obliging us, for coming to the studio to talk to us about female representation in government. And of course, she digressed a little bit into the women activity as to ensuring we have a safe, pleasant and peaceful society. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having
I
me.
come your way next week, same time, same station. Please stay blessed and stay safe, because diphtheria and Lassa fever is real.
I'm back.